Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, as usual, guys, many things to say. We will talk about many players, many things to clarify, and so let's jump into it. Movements always on the market, with several things always to mention and to say. So here on the channel you find absolutely everything. I send you again back to the video I released a few hours ago. A really important story on Jose Mourinho and Real Madrid. The operation Jose Mourinho Real Madrid has started. Talks are taking place, the deal is on, and so let's see if Florentino Perez decides to proceed, but you can find all the information in the previous video. But we have more to say, and we restart directly from Madrid, because Atletico Madrid are close to completing their first signing for summer transfer window 2026, and the player wanted is Joao Gomes, the midfielder from Wolves. Wanted by several clubs, because Joao Gomes has been in the list of Italian clubs, English clubs, Spanish clubs for some time, did very well at Wolves. In January, he already had the possibility to leave the club to try something different, but Joao Gomes decided to continue at Wolves and to finish the season, then to move in the summer, and now the summer is coming and the move is coming for Joao Gomes, with Atletico Madrid close to completing the agreement with Wolves for something around 40 million euros plus add-ons. This is the fee being discussed between Atletico and Wolves, and also, more to say, agreement already done between Atletico Madrid and Joao Gomes on the terms of the contract, so already between Joao and Atletico, now working to close the deal between the two clubs. But so the first signing for summer 2026 for Atletico Madrid could be a new midfielder, fresh legs, Joao Gomes, who did very well at Wolverhampton in the recent years, although also had more possibilities. But now Atleti expected to close this deal soon, and more to say on Atletico Madrid, because they had an agreement in place with Ederson in terms of personal terms. With the Brazilian midfielder, not with the goalkeeper, who of course now is in Turkey, but I'm talking about the midfielder from Atalanta. Ederson, very good player. They had an agreement with Ederson, but the deal at the moment is on total standby, and the feeling is that Atletico didn't want to spend 45 million euros on a player out of contract in summer 2027. Ederson is out of contract in 1 year, and Atalanta are asking for still important money, 45 million euros, despite Ederson not having any intention to sign a new contract at the club. Atletico Madrid are not willing to pay that money, despite a very good relationship with Atalanta. Raspadori deal, Ruggeri deal, Lookman deal, several operations made together in the recent years, but now Atletico have no intention to proceed. And so they are closing for Joao Gomes, but it means that Ederson will absolutely be one to watch on the market this summer. He's one of the names under consideration at Manchester United, not the only one. Man United have several candidates for the midfield. It could be 2, it could be 3. We have to see how many midfielders, at least 2, as I always told you. And Ederson is a player they really like, but at the moment is not an absolute top priority. It's a name they have on the list, and we have to see if United decided to activate that option, because Ugarte is leaving, Casemiro is leaving. But for sure, Ederson has also one more Premier League club interested in his services. So Ederson could be one to watch for Premier League, because Atletico are not proceeding, Atletico are going for Joao Gomes, and so now the Ederson story is absolutely open. Then guys, receiving many questions on another name, the name of Tchouameni. Why? Because yesterday there was this fight between Tchouameni and Valverde, a very complicated situation. Today Real Madrid have confirmed they fine the two players, 500,000 euros each player. So Real Madrid will make 1 million as a fine to these two players in total. It's one of the biggest fines in the history of Real Madrid. They believe this was minimum after what the two players made in the last 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday. So it's been a terrible week for Real Madrid at the training ground. But the two players decided to apologize in public with their statements and also in private. There was a conversation in private with the teammates, and both players apologized. So the situation has been clarified. Tchouameni will be available for a Clásico. Fede Valverde not, because he's injured. Will be back from next week on. But for sure, the situation of Tchouameni is making Manchester United fans ask, but now Man United can go and sign the player. Man United love Tchouameni, that's for sure. They believe he's one of the best midfielders in the world. So for sure they will love to make it happen. But at the moment, guys, I'm still told that Real Madrid consider Tchouameni as an important player for present and future. Then obviously we have to understand what's going to happen with the manager, what's going to happen with the management, if Real Madrid want to close this story by renewing the contract of Tchouameni or not. There are several things to check. But at the moment, Real Madrid are not opening the doors of an exit, and also Tchouameni made a statement today, not just to apologize, but also at the end of the statement, he said, we have to bring this club where it belongs from next season, and so already sending a message for the future. Then, if at some point Real Madrid and Tchouameni decide to part ways this summer, Man United love the player, for sure. And the relationship between his agents and Man United is a very good relationship. But at the moment, that's it, because it's Real Madrid in control of the situation. So, nothing else to say. I would not link this story to the fight. Then guys, answering on two more things. The first one is regarding Darwin Nunez. Many of you asking me, is true Darwin Nunez could leave Hilal at the end of the season and could be one of the faces of the summer transfer window in Europe? Yes, it's a possibility. The situation between Darwin Nunez and Hilal is complicated. Darwin was left out of the squad for the Saudi Pro League, only playing in the Champions Cup, in the Asian Champions Cup, but not playing since Karim Benzema joined the club on deadline day in January. And so obviously that's a big impact for Darwin Nunez, who wants to play obviously on a regular basis. For Darwin, there are opportunities in the summer, so there is a serious chance to see Darwin Nunez leaving Al Hilal in the summer transfer window. But at the moment, still not clear on which terms. Loan, permanent deal, free. It's important to understand what Al Hilal decide to do. And at the moment, terms are not public yet about what they really want to do with Darwin Nunez. I think after the final verdict on the Saudi Pro League, Al Hilal will clarify the situation of Darwin. But there is a chance, for sure, for him to leave Al Hilal. There are European clubs and also other Saudi clubs interested in Darwin Nunez, so we have to understand if Saudi clubs will offer a new opportunity and Darwin can be keen, or if European clubs can consider a comeback of Darwin, but obviously on different terms, on different salary. And just to finish, guys, many questions on Anthony Gordon and Barcelona. Asking me, is true that Barcelona can go for Anthony Gordon? Is true that Barcelona will go for Anthony Gordon? I'm not aware of Barcelona actively working on a deal for Anthony Gordon, guys, at this stage. I'm not aware of negotiations. I'm not aware of contacts. I'm not aware of discussions. I'm not aware of anything really concrete. Barcelona are checking on some wingers on the market, but from what I'm hearing, Anthony Gordon is absolutely too expensive. He's going to be very expensive this summer. Newcastle starts from 100 million euros, then they can negotiate around that. Maybe it could be 80, 85, 90 with bonuses. This will be on Newcastle. But this is very expensive. And then, don't forget, Bayern are interested in Anthony Gordon. Bayern are talking with the agents. Bayern are talking with Newcastle already, club to club. So Bayern are working on the Anthony Gordon deal. It's not the only option. Bayern have two more players on their shortlist. So they have a three-man shortlist for the winger position. But Anthony Gordon is expected to leave Newcastle this summer. And there are Premier League clubs also interested. So the Gordon situation can be absolutely one to watch. But at the moment, more Bayern Premier League than Barcelona. And so guys, let me hear your thoughts on all these stories from Joao Gomes, Ederson, Tchouameni, Darwin Nunez, Gordon. Plenty of things today. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon.